Welcome to the Risk Taker Podcast. I'm Ebens, your host, man. I hope everybody's feeling blessed, having an amazing week, having an amazing weekend, man. Man, every day that you wake up, that I wake up, it's a blessing. So let's make an impact. All right, let's get into this episode, man. So this episode, man, I'm gonna. This one is um, this one is special. It's special to me. Is how immigrant entrepreneurs face risk. Most people don't even think about, right? And what make our journey unique, and what can you learn from it, right? And 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 we have, as an immigrant coming from another country, coming to the land of opportunity, the land of free. um Man, you make sacrifice that most people won't understand. There's people that I know that come to the state, man, by airplane, by boat, by going to different countries just to get here, just to get an opportunity here. Um and and we face a lot of unique challenge, man. And my personal one, thanks to my grandpa and my mom that had took that risk, man, that had took that risk for us to have a better life. So it's you always, somebody in your family got to sacrifice something for you to get where you want to be. And I mentioned that in our book, building from scratch. Get your copy at www.dynamicduospeak.com, man. Get your copy. Listen to the strategy, to the story that we have in this book, man. But one thing that that was challenge for me is that, coming from this country, it was the language barrier, right? The language barrier. I had to learn something new. I had to adapt to a new culture. And you have no choice as an immigrant. You have no choice but to adapt, right? For you to survive, you have to adapt to the culture. You have to adapt to the language. And it took me years for me to learn English. And I didn't learn English and actually it's in the book. I didn't learn English from a YouTube channel, from the internet. I remember just like yesterday. I remember learning English from ESL books, man.
Have you ever felt like you're building something with no blueprint? Just hustle, faith, and late nights holding it all together? Then this book is for you. Building from scratch, from hustle to strategy. How to build, scale, and succeed in business isn't just a book. It's a playbook. Written by the dynamic duo behind this very podcast. It's packed with the real lessons, mindset shifts, and step-by-step game plans they use to build from absolutely nothing. If you're stuck in hustle mode, but ready for strategy, this book meets you right there. Grab your copy now at the Dynamic Duos speaks.com, because your next level requires a new strategy.
Just from a book, I had to learn how to speak English. So it's really hard as an immigrant. You come to a new country. It's a new language, so you have no choice but to change. Your mindset have to change. You have to adapt to the culture. You have to find ways to speak their language. So, in as immigrant in our mind, we already have that. Like, yo, when I get here, I want a better life. I want a better life for my family. I want a better life for my kids. I'm gonna bet on myself. I'm gonna take risks, because back home we don't have those opportunities. So when we get here, we see opportunity. We don't take opportunity lightly. We just make it happen any way that we can. So the language was one thing for me, but you know what? I never let that stop me for for what God want me to become. Never let that stop me. You know what I did? I work on it. When something is hard for you, you find ways to work on it, so when it could become easier. So that was one of my challenges.
All right, risk takers, quick break before we dive back in. If you've been building, grinding, and betting on yourself, it's time your wardrobe matched your mindset. OWIG Apparel isn't just clothing, it's a statement. From the bold risk taker hoodies to the signature dream chasers tees, every piece is designed to remind you why you started. Shop now at owigapparel.com because when you walk in purpose, your clothes should speak before you do. Back to the episode.
But my mindset was different, man. My mindset is that I'm gonna, even as a young kid, I know when I come to this country, man, I have to become successful. No, I have to become successful. That's what a lot of immigrant, when they come to this country, man, they have that mindset, man. Look, it's a better life, it's a better way, it's a sacrifice I have to make from my family. So I have no choice to become successful. So and and we have this working hard, that work ethic mindset, um that it just, as an immigrant, it just in us, man. When we see an opportunity, we just take the risk. We look at in the marketplace. I could give you story after story how a lot of immigrants come to this country and make fortune because they saw a need, and they find a way to fulfill that need. Now, there's some people that I know that they don't even speak the language, but they have knowledge. They have the business knowledge, and they become successful. So, do we face a lot of risk as immigrant? Yes, we do. There's so much more, but we never let that stop us, man. We never let that stop us. Is it an easy thing? No, it's not easy, man. Especially to come to a country where you don't know, sometimes you don't know anybody, and you have to adapt, and sometimes it takes years. But like I said, we have a different mindset, man, because we know. I always say this, man. I know um I know the feeling of not having a a a, a light in my house. I know the feeling to be hungry. I know all these things. Um, and when you come here, man, you have this opportunity. You don't take this opportunity lightly. You find ways to make your dream come true. So, like I said, there's a lot of stuff that I put in that we put in into the to the book, building from scratch, man. And it's just a different mindset, man. It's just a different mindset that we have. Um, and there's a lot of people that come to this country that become successful, man. Um, but we have to adapt. Our mindset is different. We have unique challenge. We have a lot of challenges, but we never let that stop us, man. Because we know the bigger goal. We know the vision that we have. So we're gonna make the right sacrifice. We're gonna make the right sacrifice, man. And I'm always gonna be grateful for to my great my grandpa and my mom for taking a risk. Now it's a risk that they took. It's a sacrifice that they took for me to be where I want. So today I'm asking you, who are you taking risks for? What sacrifice are you making at this moment? Who are you doing it for? Think about those things, man. Think about those things. Think the way immigrant think, because we think different. Not all of us. I can't speak for all of us. For some of us, man, we don't take opportunity lightly because we have that work ethic in us. And we invest in ourselves. If it's the language that we have to, if it's the culture that we have to adapt, we make sure that we make the necessary sacrifice to make our dream happen. And it's a beautiful thing when you look back to see how your family tree is gonna change because of one person that took a risk, one person that sacrificed something. So take a risk today, man. Take a risk today. Learn from other immigrants. Learn from they have to adapt. Their mindsets have to change, and so many more, and so many more. All right. But like I say, we go more in depth in our building from scratch, from hustle to strategy in our book, man. But ladies and gentlemen, there you have it, man. There you have it, man. And I will see you in the next episode, man. I'm out.